tricep number 1. Tricep means 3 rounds, so you're gonna do 3 rounds of 20 single arm reverse lunge to thrust. You've got 12 on each side single leg glute bridge, and then you have 20 lateral squat shuffles. So you're going to need 1 dumbbell for this portion. So for your single arm reverse lunge, in one hand you're gonna do 10 on one side and then 10 on the other. So the dumbbell's in my right hand resting on the shoulder, which means my right leg is going to step back into the reverse lunge. So keeping my core tight, chest up nice and tall, dumbbell does not move, I step back, my back knee touches the ground, I drive through the top leg, and as I drive through, I press the dumbbell directly above me, bicep right next to my ear. So again, step back, drive, press, all at the same time. So I'll do 10 on one side and then 10 on the other. Now for your single leg glute bridge, you're going to lay down. You're gonna take the dumbbell, placing it on your hips, and you're gonna lay down. So your feet are flat, which means your knees are bent. Dumbbells resting on my hips. I'm gonna start with my glute bridge. So I engage my butt, squeeze everything, lifting my hips up. So single leg, I'm gonna start with the right leg. So extending my right leg out, my hips go down towards the ground, my butt reaching down, and then drive and press all the way back up. Make sure you're really squeezing your glutes. So down, and then squeeze and press up. So 12 on one side, and then 12 on the other. Now your last one is your squat shuffle. So you're gonna take the same dumbbell in the front rack position. I'm gonna drop down into a squat, shuffling to the right, to the left. Make sure you're keeping your chest up nice and tall. You don't wanna slouch down and let the weight take you down. Keep everything upright. So 20 of those, and that would be 1 round. Tricep number 2, you have 15 elevated narrow squats, you have 10 curtsy lunges, and then you have 20 single leg V-ups. So for this portion, you're going to need 2 smaller dumbbells or something to elevate your heels, so you could use plates as well, whichever you prefer. And then you're gonna need a set of a heavier pair of dumbbells to use for the actual workout. So for your narrow squats, you're gonna grab your heavy set, 1 in each hand. You're gonna place your heels on top of the smaller dumbbells and or the plates to elevate the heels. So narrow, your feet are going to be closer together, so closer than you're used to. And when you squat, your knees are gonna kind of go straight. Don't press them out or kick them in. So keeping your chest up nice and tall, squatting down, knees go straight, and then stand it up from there, okay? Make sure that core is nice and tight. Try not to lean forward as you're doing so. So chest up tall, squat down, and then stand it up. Nice and controlled with that one. Now for your curtsy lunges, you're going to take the dumbbells in that front rack position. So one side's resting on the shoulders, the other side's out in front, elbows in front, not out to the side. Curtsy is going to be back and off to an angle. So my right foot is gonna step back on an angle, my back knee touches the ground, drive through that front leg, and then you're just gonna alternate. Okay, you have 10 of those. Then for your single legged V-ups, you're gonna go down towards the ground, reaching for one leg at a time. You have 20 total. So hollow body position, feet off the ground, shoulders off the ground. You wanna make sure your core is nice and tight and engaged. Clamp yourself together, reaching up, and then open yourself back up. Okay, really make sure you're getting those shoulders up and reaching up for your toes to get a good core crunch. You've got 3 rounds of a band burner. So you have 3 different stations. You're gonna spend 1 minute at each station, and you'll cycle through it a total of 3 times. So you're gonna need a green band for your resistance, and then you're also going to need a blue band, and you're just going to attach it to the bottom of a rig, the bottom of a pole, whatever you have. So starting with your hip thrust, you are going to start with the green band. You will get inside of it, and you're gonna place it right at your hips, and then you're gonna inch yourself away so that there's resistance. It's kind of pulling me backwards. I'm gonna have my feet together, opening up my knees, up completely straight. I'm squeezing my butt back behind me. I reach my butt to my heels, and then I explode forward, shoving everything, again, squeezing the glutes back behind me. So I would work that for 1 minute. Then I'm going to transition. You have leg lifts, so now I'm going to use the green band. I'm going to choose a side. I'm going to start with the right. I'm going to put it on my right foot. I'm going to use it for balance. Use the rig or your pole if you need it. And all you're going to do is take your right leg, extend it out as much as you can, and then the band will kind of bring it back. So you're resisting on the way up, working the outside of the leg. So you'll do that for a minute, and then you'll switch over using the other foot for a minute. 3 rounds of that.